Okay, now you're ready to submit your article, but please, before you do, double check to make sure there are no spelling or obvious grammar mistakes. If there are, your article is going to be rejected. Also note, if you wrote your article in Microsoft Word, you first need to copy and paste it into Notepad, then recopy it from Notepad and paste it into your article directory. This is because many article sites do not pick up some of the characters in Word. So, if you copy and paste it directly from Word, you're going to also carry with it some odd characters that will not make sense in your article. Other reasons for rejection include submitting to the wrong category, having links in the body of your article, or writing about blatant advertising. Articles are meant to be just that, articles. If you're submitting poor English writings or just a bunch of text promoting something, you're going to get your article rejected, which really is a favor to you, as a poorly designed article is going to see poor results. At least if it's rejected, you can go back and fix the writing. And don't insert URLs in your article itself, which is what your resource box is for. The following sites are going to be the best article directories to submit to. ezinearticles.com, the most popular article site in the industry. If you're going to submit to one directory only, this is the one. Other good ones include articledashboard.com, goarticles.com, ideamarketers.com, buzzle.com. These would probably round out my top 5 favorite article directories. Of course, there are many, many more article directories to submit to, but if you submit to these 5, you'll be widely covered. You could submit to 20, 30, or 40 article sites if you really want to, but the time you're going to have to dedicate to such an effort is really not going to pay off, in my opinion. Some very well-known article publishers today only submit to ezinearticles.com. I wouldn't say they're doing it wrong, but I do think they could be getting more traffic if they added a few more top article sites to their article efforts. So we've covered everything that goes into making your article and submitting your article to the top directories. You probably think you're done, right? Well, not quite yet. Your article does not have any search engine value yet, and you're going to change that. Find the main directory in your niche. In most cases, it's likely going to be ezinearticles.com. However, if you want to check to be sure, first do a search on Google for the keyword phrase you used, and look down the results page until you find an article directory you submitted to. This directory will probably hold the most weight in your niche, so you'll want to promote that article above all others you just submitted. Remember, you're going to want to put all your efforts into promoting just one article, so you can get that one article the highest rating possible. When that article is approved, you'll receive the URL of the article. You may then begin promoting it. It could take a day or two before the article is approved. Just be patient and wait for the approval. Once it is approved, you'll then want to link to the article as many times as you can so that you can improve the SEO score of the article. There are several different ways to do this. The more ways you link to the article, the better your article SEO score. And as an extra bonus, because the article links to your website, a higher website SEO score will follow. The first and most obvious way to link to the article would be through your website. Make sure you link to the article using text that matches your main keyword phrase. This topic is discussed a little deeper in the SEO course, but this is going to have a much greater effect on your ranking high for that phrase. Next, start looking on forums around the net to post on. You're probably already a member at many forums. If you're not, you should be. But if you're not, you can start off at forums like warriorforum.com, digitalpoint.com. Each forum has a section which allows its users to insert a signature, and most allow URLs within that signature. In fact, most allow up to 4 URLs within that signature. Change one of the 4 signatures you're allowed to use to the keyword phrase you used in your article and link to that text. Now go find some topics you can post about or one you have an opinion on. And it wouldn't hurt if that topic you're going to post about is the same topic as your article. Write something informative that can only help your mission to become an expert in your field. I'm sure I don't need to say it, but people are also going to be reading your forum post and see the link to your article. Also note, if you were already an active member of the forum before and you change your signature, all previous posts will also change to reflect your new signature. Post to all the forums you can find in your niche and build your SEO score as high as you can. After you're done with the forums, move on to other forums for linking. Free classified ads is another quick and easy way to link. Sites like freeadvertisingexchange.com allow you to quickly and easily post a quick free link to your article. Other free Web 2.0 sites like Squidoo, Hub Pages also give you the ability to link to your article. These may take a little bit more time to build, as you're required to build a decent-looking page. Some other sites to look at for building backlinks include socialmaker.com, allthingsweb2.com, or onlywire.com. Many blogs also allow you to post comments and include a URL to your website with your comment. Just remember, any way you can link to the article is going to be good. If you have any other feasible way of linking to your article, be sure to take advantage of it. Get 10 or 20 links pointing to the article, and you could be well on your way to being in the top position on Google, Yahoo, MSN, or any other search engine. I personally am very interested in search engine optimization and how it all works. It's a bit of a hobby of mine to stay up to date on SEO updates and changes, so I have experimented a lot on linking articles and not linking articles. I submit a lot of articles, so I can't link them all. However, if I do have an article I think I can market and make some money off of, I waste no time getting backlinks to my article. In my experience, an article with 10 backlinks can and likely will get on the first page of Google if the competition for the keyword phrase is not too fierce. If it's a little more competitive, you may want to shoot for around 20 backlinks, but that's really up to you and how much time you have. Once you get into article marketing a bit more and start to see some profit, I recommend you do your own experiments as well and tracking your results. Again, you probably think you're done. Well, you're close, but not quite finished yet. A lot of expert article marketers will finish at this point and move on to the next article. And that's fine. A lot of experts only do article marketing, or for whatever reason they feel they do not need to track their articles and where their traffic comes from. However, unless you've been doing article marketing for a long time, I recommend you do use tracking, especially if you're using other forms of marketing to drive traffic to your site. I'm not going to get into too much in-depth on tracking. For one thing, this is a course on article marketing, not a course on tracking systems, and two, there are so many different forms of tracking, it would really be impossible to cover them all. The tracking systems I would recommend you consider using include Google Analytics, CQ Counter, Stat Counter, or SiteMeter. Google Analytics would be my favorite. It's easy to set up and use, the tools offered are very helpful, and best of all, it's free. The URLs to all of these sites are found in our supplementary materials section. Earlier, when I was talking about selecting a pen name, if you remember, I told you that you should first make sure the name you selected was a unique name not already tracked in Google. At the very minimum, you can use the standard Google search tool to track your articles if in fact you selected a pen name that was not already tracked in Google. After you submit your article, you can then do a search on Google for that pen name you selected. Now we know any page that gets indexed with your pen name is from the article you submitted. Not the best form of tracking, but it certainly comes with almost zero effort. Now, if you want to take this a step further, you can go into the News section on Google and then click the News Alerts link. You can then have Google send you an email whenever that name shows up in any new index pages. You can set this up for daily emails, once a week, or as it happens, which is an email as soon as a new page is indexed. I would recommend sticking with daily or even weekly emails. As it happens could get a little overwhelming. The Google News Alert tool is extremely simple to use, and it's kind of fun to see where your work is spreading to on the net.